It isn't that Capricorn means to be or come off as cold-hearted, um, aloof, or mean, or non-responsive. It's just that we have difficulty dealing with and expressing our emotions, especially our anger. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at LAMARR TOWNSEND. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/LamarR Townsend Official. Follow me on Google+. Check out my website, LamarTownsendTarot.com. Once again, that's LamarTownsendTarot.com. Check out my Bandcamp and my SoundCloud page. Alright? And that's all. Alright? Capricorn. Okay, so I've been doing like a series of videos on Capricorn and like its compatibility with other signs. So check out ooh, coffee went down the wrong pipe. Check out the my other videos on Capricorn and how we can be, I'm a Capricorn by the way, and how we can be like in relationships and how, you know, the signs we get along with and all that stuff. It'll also be linked at the end of this video, so if you watch this video all the way through, all you have to do is click and it'll take you straight to the video. Anyways, there's so many videos on YouTube about Capricorns, and people just cannot take us Capricorns. People don't understand us. People just cannot take that we are individuals, that we don't really necessarily need anyone. We rely on ourselves for everything. We rely on ourselves for, you know, financial security. We rely on ourselves to put a roof over our heads. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you know, not all Capricorns, but most Capricorns are very self-reliant. We even tend to rely on ourselves for emotional security, so we don't really care what you think or say about us, because at the end of the day, we know what it is. We know our capabilities, we know, you know, our strengths and our weaknesses. So, you know, take that for what you will. And I've just seen so many people on YouTube, you know, kind of hating on Capricorns, and I just want to combat that hate that we receive on the internet from, you know, just kind of everybody Capricorns. And I mean, that just is kind of a testament that we're just thebomb.com. So Capricorns, I almost forgot what this video was about. Oh, why a Capricorn would ignore you, or why a Capricorn man or woman is ignoring you. Um, Capricorns we aren't good at expressing our emotions or dealing with our emotions, especially our anger. And if a Capricorn man or woman is ignoring you, it's most likely that you angered that Capricorn or you annoyed that Capricorn in some way, because we get very easily, well actually no, it doesn't take us a lot to get angered, but we get very easily irritated. I guess there's a difference between being irritated and being angry. So many irritations will lead to us being angry, but we get very easily irritated with people and with situations, you know, and with just everything. We get very easily irritated because in our minds things are just so simple, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, things should be just so simple, you know what I'm saying? Like, Capricorns have a way of doing things that in our minds it's simple. Like, we have it down packed in our minds, you know, it makes sense in our minds. We can implement it, you know, and get it done like that, you know? But for other people, for some reason, it's just like they just can't comprehend the way we do things and why we do things, and they want to question, and they get confused. It's just like Capricorn, it just doesn't have time for it. It's just like, I'd rather do it myself. This is why I don't like dealing with people, because it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's most likely that if a Capricorn is ignoring you, man or woman, you most likely have done something to irritate them. And it could be anything that you've done to irritate a Capricorn. All Capricorns are not the same. No thing that irritates one Capricorn may not necessarily irritate the other. You will probably find a common thread between Capricorns that of irritants that like irritates Capricorns. Like, we don't like inconsistent people. We don't like not loyal people, people who aren't loyal. We don't like stupid people. We don't like, you know what I'm saying, not intelligent people. We don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't like nosy people. We don't like super cheerful people either. Like, there's just a lot of irritations that Capricorn has to deal with on a daily basis, and we're really good at hiding our emotions and kind of shoving our emotions down, especially in the workplace. Really good at hiding our emotions and shoving them down just to kind of go along to get along. You know, it's like, I really hate all you guys, but I'm here just to make money. That, like, that's how Capricorn is. And you'll never know. You'll never really know. You may not even ever really know how Capricorn feels about you. Like, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you do know that we don't like you. Like, we can tell by the way you interact with us. It's like you're really unsure of how to, like, it's like almost like you're walking on eggshells. And like, Capricorns have a really good poker face, so we're not. It's the emotion thing. We're not good with emotions. Like, we're really good at shoving emotions down, hiding them, tucking them away in the cupboard, and pulling them out only when necessary. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with them only when necessary. Otherwise, we tuck them away. We don't have time. There's stuff to be done. I don't have time for the emotional. I don't have time for the emotional nonsense. That's my mom. Um, she's at. This is a true Capricorn. Let me tell you what a true Capricorn. So I have a job interview today, later today. Um, and my mom is at the current place right now in a meeting at the place that I'm job interviewing for. Um, and she's like feeding me information about the place because I've actually never been there before. So she's like feeding me information. I'm like, oh great, you can give me stuff to talk about in the interview. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like kind of my insider. That's a Capricorn. Thinking ahead, like that is what a Capricorn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate saying this, but Capricorn, the saying for Capricorn is I use. You know what I'm saying? So Capricorns use things to their benefit, use situations to their benefit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not benefiting a Capricorn, then they have no use for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're more trouble than you're worth to a Capricorn, then you're just, extra baggage that eventually will be, cut off. You know. So if a Capricorn is ignoring you, I would just kind of think about, like, well, think about what maybe you would have done to irritate the Capricorn. Once again, it could be anything. Um, you may never know what irritated that Capricorn, because a Capricorn is super duper detached, like uber detached. More detached than Scorpio. I think Capricorn is the most. I think the only other sign that matches Capricorn in like being detached from people is Aquarius. And it's funny because Capricorn falls into Aquarius. It's Sagittarius, Capricorn, and then Aquarius. Speaking on that, I find a lot of times that December born Capricorns, because the sign of Capricorn starts from December 22nd until like January 20th or something like that, or 21st or 22nd, like that, or something like that. So I find that a lot of times with the December born Capricorns, because there's such like a small window frame of time, it's like December 22nd, and then it's like you have until December 31st until it's January. I was born December 27th, so I find a lot of times with like December born Capricorns, like they have that kind of Sagittarian energy to them, that fire energy, because the month of December, because it's mainly Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a fire sign, that kind of makes the month of December mainly a fire kind of month. Um, and that makes like January like kind of like the colder, like kind of like desolate month. Well, because January is the month of Capricorn, technically, like, you know what I'm saying? So I find a lot of times that with the December born Capricorns, because they have that fire energy, they'll be more direct with you. They may ignore, they like, just all Capricorns like are one and the same in a lot of ways, but December born Capricorns will either be very direct with you about, hey, look, this isn't working out for me, you know, maybe we need to cut our losses, and in this friendship, in this relationship, yada yada yada. The December born Capricorn may ignore you a little bit leading up to that point, and then finally they'll be like, all right, this is what it is. Just January born Capricorn, because they're falling into the month of Aquarius, the deeper you go into January, they're going to have that Aquarian energy. So they're going to be the ones more than likely to just ignore you altogether and probably never talk to you again. Or not talk to you for like a long period of time, only to reappear. And it's like, really? Like, excuse me? You think you can just, appear in and out of my life, like that? No, ma'am, no, sir. So I don't blame you for cutting. If you're someone, another sign watching for this video, and you've dealt with a Capricorn cutting you off, like, I don't blame you for not wanting to deal with that Capricorn once they eventually re-enter your life again. Because Capricorns are notorious for cutting people off and then wanting to come back in like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, really, Capricorn. So I get it. I get it. I get both sides. I'm a Libra moon, so I'm always, I get it. I get it. Um, I just want to offer up to you, I guess, just to Capricorn is that sign, much like Scorpio, where you just kind of have to walk on eggshells. You really never know they're like a ticking time bomb, and you never really know what will set them off. So you just really have to watch out for their triggers, and try your best not to trigger a Capricorn. Because once you trigger a Capricorn, you will get the silent treatment. You will get the being ignored, the cold shoulder. You know what I'm saying? That's the Capricorn's way of letting you know that you've irritated them, you've annoyed them, you've done something wrong, and they don't have time right now. They don't have time to deal with you and your bullshit, your BS. You know what I'm saying? They just they're mad, they're irritated. They just need space. Please don't double text them. Please don't call them, non-stop leaving messages. That's only going to make the Capricorn laugh at your suffering, that you can't get in contact with them. Meanwhile, they're watching you have a meltdown, and it's just like bringing them joy and comfort, and they're only going to give you the silent treatment even longer, for like invading their space when they obviously need space, because you know what I'm saying? Capricorns, once again, are not good at emotions, so they're not going to tell you they need space. They're going to tell you they need space with their actions. So if a Capricorn ignores you, if a Capricorn man or woman ignores you, that's a Capricorn saying, hey, I need space. Don't text them. Maybe hit them up, a couple weeks from now, a month or so from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, give them space. Give them a couple days to cool off. I promise you, if you just give them a little space, give them a little time, unless you've done something horrible, like horrible, like something disloyal, something, but you betrayed the Capricorn in some way, then you might as well cut that loss and keep it moving, because Capricorns can be very unforgiving, and they can hold grudges forever. Like, depending on what you've done to them, what you've done to us, we can hold a grudge, okay? It's not a strong suit, but once again, we're not the best at dealing with our emotions. We're not the best at talking about our emotions, expressing our emotions. People have to bring that stuff out of us. You have to be the one to come up to us when we're ready, when you've given us space to assess the situation, to think about it, to kind of cool off. Because remember, Capricorns, especially December-born Capricorns, December-born Capricorns are hotheads, you guys. December-born Capricorns are hotheads, all right? But January-born Capricorns, the deeper you go into January, the January-born Capricorns are like really cool, laid back. But those December-born Capricorns, we are hot heads, you guys. Okay. So you don't wanna, if a Capricorn is being distant or aloof, or is just not being as warm as they once were, is not being as open, or seeming more standoffish. Seeming like they don't really want to talk to you, or if they do talk to you, it's like very like short, into the point, and then they kind of walk away. Like that Capricorn is telling you something with their actions. Capricorn is very action over words, you know what I'm saying? they're a very action-oriented sign. All earth signs are. With the earth signs, you really have to watch their actions because they're not the best at expressing, their feelings. Because they're not a feeling sign. They're not feeling signs. You know what I'm saying? Um, they're just not. You know. Um, so you have to bring that out of the Capricorn. You have to be the one to be like, hey, once again, you have to come like you really have to come at a Capricorn when the time is right. Because if you come too soon, you're just gonna make things worse. Just gonna make things worse. You're gonna get, if it's a December born Capricorn, you're gonna get a hot headed Capricorn, and the more you irritate us, the more we're gonna come at you, and it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse to the point where it's like it can become a situation where like the damage is done and it just cannot be repaired because you've just taken the Capricorn to that level, where they just really don't care anymore and they're just gonna go ham. And a Capricorn going ham is never, ever a good situation. It just isn't. Um, Capricorn going ham, like for the bad, is never a good situation. A Capricorn going ham for the good, once it could be a good situation, but it could be a bad situation. Capricorns are greedy people. So, Capricorns can be very relentless and ruthless. It's just our nature, you guys. You just have to know how to deal with us. I think that's why we get along really well with water signs, because water signs know when to back off and they know when to come back in. They know when to back off and then they know when to come back in. They're very feeling signs. So while they crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. They're feeling signs. So while they know that we Capricorns, meaning Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, because Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio are so, you guys are so intrigued by Capricorn. Because Capricorn, you see like the emotions bubbling underneath Capricorn, and it intrigues you because it's like, why can't this person get this emotion out? Why is this person struggling with these emotions? It's like there's bubbling underneath the surface, and this person just doesn't know how to deal with them or express them, and I want to help them. Like that's how water signs are, and that's why most of the time we get along with water signs. And like emotionally unstable Capricorn can sometimes be even too much for water signs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it really depends. Once again, all Capricorns are not the same necessarily. All right. I find a lot of times that Capricorns look out for each other. They're like Capricorns are much like Scorpios. Scorpios look out for each other. Like it's like an unspoken, unwritten word. With a Capricorn. Like I just get Capricorns. Like I get the Capricorns around me. So while people are like, I just don't understand so and so, and why he or she does the things that he or she does. If he or she's a Capricorn, I'm like, I get it. You know, I'm not gonna explain to you because you're not gonna understand, but I get it. Most people just don't get us. And we get that. We understand that. We know we're highly misunderstood by a lot of people. And that's a lot of the times why we just don't like dealing with people, because it's like you just don't understand. And I don't want to explain to you. I don't have time or the emotional energy to explain. Like, me explaining to you is annoying. Me having to explain to you is annoying. So we love people who just know, without explaining. We don't have to explain to you. You just know, you know? That is Capricorn, and why a Capricorn would ignore you guys. If you're dealing with a Capricorn who is ignoring you, I'm sorry. Because that can be a wild, emotional roller coaster. But you just have to, learn to go on the Capricorn's time, okay? Capricorn kind of rules time. You just have to go on their time, you know? Like, people think they're the boss of Capricorn. People think, in a relationship that they wear the pants when it comes, like, if they're in a relationship with a Capricorn. But secretly, it's the Capricorn who's your boss. It's the Capricorn who wears the pants in the relationship. It's the Capricorn who secretly, pulls all the strings behind the scenes. And it's not until that one moment where, you know, the Capricorn gets fed up, and it's like, they kind of show their true colors. Because Capricorns are really good at going under the radar with emotions. Once again, they're really good they have poker faces. They're not going to let you know. But you have to watch their actions. You have to watch our actions. And we're not going to let you know that we don't like you. We're not going to let you know that you've done something to us to annoy us or agitate us. We're just going to ignore you. We're just going to, like, cut you off. Like, we don't even see you. It's not until you come up to us, and nicely confront us about it. Because if you confront us with, like, attitude, we're gonna give it back, tenfold. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna, like, go running away with your tail between your legs. Like, don't come at a Capricorn wrong with disrespect, because it's just not gonna end well. Um, but if you want to get back into Capricorn's good graces, it's kind of like, it's that sign where you just kind of have to really get on your hands and knees, honestly, and kind of really show the Capricorn, your loyalty, and that, you understand what you did was wrong. And if you don't understand what you did was wrong, ask the Capricorn, please tell me what I've done wrong. Don't come off needy or desperate to get the Capricorn's attention again, because that's not going to work. That's not going to bode over well. We can smell that a mile away. Neediness and desperation, we can smell that a mile away. So don't do that. But just be honest and transparent and as see-through as possible. We really appreciate honesty and transparency. We really, really do. And most likely, if you come at us with honesty and transparency and no bullshit, because we will smell any hint, any whiff of bullshit, it's not going to end well. Okay, like, you really have to come at us with purity. Okay, and if you come at us with that, the walls will automatically come down. All those walls, those 10 walls, you know what I'm saying, that we put up will come down one by one. It's so funny because I know a lot of the Capricorns watching this video understand what I'm talking about when I say the walls that we put up. When you come at us with purity and honesty, those walls will come down and you'll really get to the heart of a Capricorn. And we have a golden heart, people. Alright? We have a strong golden heart. Just don't fuck with us. And you will have a loyal, true friend, partner, husband, wife, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, in-law, grandparent for life. Thank you guys for listening and watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the rest of my video. And this is why a Capricorn would ignore you. All those complex reasons I just said before, and it's 23 minutes worth of reasons of why Capricorn would ignore you. And you know why it's 23 minutes worth of reasons? Because we're complex creatures. We're complex, and you just need to deal with it, alright? Because we have to deal with it every freaking day. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You guys are awesome. Keep rocking on, Capricorns. Don't listen to the naysayers. Focus on positive energy on YouTube. We're the best. You're the best. I know we're the best. And that's what it is. It doesn't matter what people think about us because we're the best. Alright, guys, keep rocking on. Thank you for listening and watching. Please like this video, share with your friends and family, and I wish you the best of luck with that Capricorn in your life.